all day long. Good morning, children. This is Mrs. Michelo from Hymick Academy, your school. Oh, Hymick children, we have missed you so much. Oh, the school is so quiet without you, and it's boring. Oh, children, I hope you are behaving very well at home. Remember, before we closed, we told you to listen to your parents. And I know you're good children, and you have been listening. Have you been listening to your parents? Are you doing what they're telling you to do? You have to, because parents save you from a lot of trouble. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you this morning is because we have thought of you and we have said all our children have nothing to do, no lessons, and obviously they are missing us. And therefore, we are going to give you lots and lots of lessons. For me today, I'm going to revise a handwriting lesson. I'm sure you like handwriting. Handwriting is a very important lesson. If you don't write well, nobody can read what you write and nobody can understand you. But we know that Hymick children should be able to produce very good handwriting. Alright, before we do our handwriting lesson, I want us to exercise our fingers, because our fingers sometimes go to sleep and they need blood flow going down from the tip to the edges. Alright, so put your fingers up and twitch with me. Twitch, 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 twitch. Alright, so the wheels on the bicycle twitch, 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 twitch. The wheels on the bicycle twitch, 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 all day long. If your fingers are cold, let's rub them. This is the way we rub our hands. Rub our hands faster. Rub our hands. Oh, this is the way we rub our hands early in the morning. Wow. I know you remember those tunes, and obviously you are singing with me. Good. Before a handwriting lesson, you must always remember to sit nicely on your chair. You sit and ensure that you are not slouching like a fat elephant. You can't write when you are slouching, can you? No. So ensure that you sit upright like Leo. Sit like Leo and sit like fat elephant. Sit like Leo. Sit like fat elephant. Sit like Leo. Good. Remain seated like Leo. Nobody should be slouching. Nobody should be holding their head, because the head is not going to fall off. Keep your head up and sit up straight. Okay. Now, before we begin, I would like you to get your paper with lines and your sharp pencil. Remember, you are not allowed to rub in a handwriting lesson. Do we want to have Mr. Mistakes? No. Do we want to have a Mrs. Mistake? No. We want to have a smart little girl or a smart little boy who is going to produce good work. You will only produce good work if you listen carefully. If you don't listen, then you'll get the rubber, and that's not good at all. Concentrate, pay attention, and look at me. Alright? Okay, good. Now, before we start our handwriting lesson, I want you to look at what's on the board. We have the day Monday. You can see Monday has been written nicely. Remember, in our handwriting lesson, we pay attention to the lines. The lines will show you where to end, where to start, and where to stop. So, the first letter in Monday is M. It's starting from the top line and it passes the middle line, then to the bottom line. Because it's a long letter. Because it's a long letter. We also have short letters in Monday, like O, N, A. These ones take up half the size of the long letter. I'm sure you remember what we said last term. And so we have all the short letters are uniform. None of them is taller than the other, or shorter than the other, or bending. No. All the letters must be upright, like Leo, and smart and beautiful to look at. So, this is the word Monday, and this is how I wrote it. I'm going to go through what I wrote, and I want you to watch. Don't pick your pencil at all. Fold your arms and just watch. I'll tell you when to write. So, I started with the top, back, down, and I stop on the line. Don't go below the line. Always stop on the line. Alright? Then the sound O goes to the middle line, round and stop. The sound Na also is short, middle line, down, back the same way, round, down and stop. The sound Da has a tummy at the back, so it goes round, up, down and stop. All the letters so far are stopping on this line. Let's see our letter of the day, A. A goes round, and here it makes a straight line, back in the straight line, and you stop. The sound Y for yellow starts from the middle line, down, round, up, down, and cave. Wow! I'm sure you can clap for Mrs. Michelo. Yeah! Beautiful Monday. I want you to write your Monday on your paper. Remember to carry 3 lines. So here we go. I'm also writing my Monday. Down, up, and stop. Round, stop. Down, up, round, down and stop. Round, up, down and stop. Round, up, down, straight line, round, up, down to this line, and I stop. Yay! While you're writing, I'll sing a song. Antonant apple, Antonant apple, Antonant apple, Antonant apple, Have you finished? I'm sure you have finished. Alright, now, I'm sure you have written well. If you haven't, don't worry. You're going to practice after the lesson. Now, we need to have some fun. Learning is fun. And before we start writing our sound A, we are going to have some fun by writing a pattern that will help us to write our sound A. And here is the pattern. Oh! Who can guess what this is? A caterpillar! You got it right. It is a caterpillar. And this caterpillar is very simple to write. All you have to do is pay attention. So put your pencil down, fold your arms, and look at the way I wrote my caterpillar. Are we ready? Here we go. You will make a nice circle, touching the top line and the bottom line. Then you will write a half circle, touching the top line, and leave it like that. You will write another half circle to connect to this one. Then the last one will be a circle, full circle. Give it a tail. Give the caterpillar an eye, a mouth, two legs. Wow! That's very simple, isn't it? I know it is because you're clever children. Okay, I'll give you just a few seconds for you to write your first caterpillar and try the second caterpillar. All right, here we go. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Remember not to use the rubber. Okay, have we finished? Very good. I know you have finished. So we have our first caterpillar and our second caterpillar. Now let's try our third caterpillar. Within the same line, between two lines, touching the top line and the bottom line. Please do not make any shape that is in the middle of the line without touching the top line and the bottom line. Everything sits on a line and touches the roof. Are we together? Here we go. So we go round, then a half round, a full round, and a tail, an eye, a mouth, and a leg. Wow! My space is finished, but you can make some more caterpillars. Now here is a bonus because you're nice children. When you finish this handwriting lesson, I'd like you to take some crayons and color your caterpillars. I know you love coloring. Make them beautiful. Okay, good. Let's move to our king of the day, the sound R. Sound R is very important. It makes us laugh. Our jaw drops, like we are laughing. And it enables us to say words like apple, ant, and axe. And so, we are going to learn, or we are going to revise how to write it. Letter R is a short sound or letter. And so we write it between 1-2 lines, that's all. So, I will go through my sound R with a colored chalk. Don't use colored chalk, you are using pencils. So you go round, touching the top line, down to the bottom line, up, make a stick, back in the same stick, and stop. Did you see that? I'll do it again. You go round, up, make a stick, down the same way, and stop. I want you to put a finger space, then you will write the next R to the top, down, and stop. Can you do that? I want you to make your R touching the top line and the bottom line. Alright? So, here we go. Please go ahead and write. How I wonder Very nice. I'm sure you have managed to write the 3 R's. Now, put a finger space and write your next R. round, and the next one round and round to the top, back and stop, round and round to the top, back and stop. Wow! I can't wait for you to finish. So take your time, be steady, and write carefully. Finish off your line. Now I know my ABC. Very good. Because handwriting is about practice, we are going to make another line of as, because we want to get them perfectly done. So here we go. We shall go round, up and down. Finger space. You can start writing round, up and down, 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 and stop. Right? Please continue writing. If I were a butterfly, well, thank you, God, for giving me wings. And if I were a fish in the sea, I thank you, God, for all the love. If I were a bell in the ring, ta la 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 la, ta la 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 la. Very good. I know you've done 2 lines, but I want you to be good at it. If you made a mistake in the first line, don't worry. Don't rub it, because you are going to try it again here. If you made a mistake here and here, don't worry. Here is a chance for you to get it right. So, you will go round, another R, round, up and down, round, up and down, round, up and down, round, up and back, round, up, down, and stop. That is good. So, I want you to make another line. And this time, be very careful.